What's up and welcome. Olympus Spawns the Above Limits podcast. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and let's get into it. These riots that are happening all across the United States, I would like to know if people think that they are going to affect change in the way that will better humanity. Now, what is the change that is being looked at? Some want the police departments to be defunded, but I still go with the NPC argument. That's an NPC argument because people say, well, there's a difference between the defunding the cop and completely nobody's advocating for anybody to get rid of cops. Well, no, that's not true. They're saying abolish the police department, abolish, dismantle police, where they don't want any police, that police are somehow bad, when the police force is made up of all types of races of people. I mean, maybe Minneapolis has an issue with its police, but think about it. All of these major protests, because the protests are happening in my city, but they're not violent. They're not. Why? Because our police will do something drastic about it. But in what's happening is it's the riots and the burning and the looting and stuff like that is happening in major cities. Major cities have higher crime rates. Some major cities have places that are literally like war zones. Like, the police will not go in. They have lots of black on black violence, brown on black violence, brown on black on brown violence. You know, from where we'll get into that, but you know, they're full of violent people that are in poverty and are systemically part of the cycle of criminals and people that are getting into the court systems and prison systems and committing petty crimes that lead to major crimes, and which lead to a don't give a shit attitude, and that you could fall victim to whatever violence they want to bring upon you. I mean, I don't know how much more to say, but that's what happens in big cities, is that they have higher crime rates. So they maybe, I don't know how big Minneapolis, I've never been to Minneapolis, but I would figure Minneapolis is a huge city that has a huge police department, you know, that has to police its people, because people don't know how to act and behave and live like civilized people, which would make, if you could live like a law-abiding person, we'd have no crime, you know what I mean, etc. You know, but if you notice that they're all the ones that are burning down and looting and stuff, you know, so I was thinking, we're getting a little off topic, but I just want to put this out there. I was, in my mind, when all this COVID, it made me feel, when COVID happened, it made me feel like they were trying to gear us up, so only the big companies would survive this. You know, like the mom and pop would be out of work because they didn't have for a rainy day a fund, and you know, they would be the first ones to go, and all we would be left with is is these big major chains. And with this phase 2 of like this race war that the media is trying to perpetrate, they want us to have nothing. These overlords that do what they do, lurk in the background, manipulating trends and the psychological warfare. They don't want us to have shit at the end of this. This is where this is going. They want us to have nothing and for us to be fighting each other. And if you turn on the TV right now, you see that we're like, I try to watch CNN just to see how long I could stomach it. But literally right now they go from COVID to white black race issue. COVID, white black race issue. COVID, white black race issue. Racism is bad. Yes, racism is bad. Racism is part of our history. But to me, let's go back to the original subject. Okay, what will there be reform for police officers? Yeah, I think there will be some additional training where, like I don't know what type of training they could put into to help fix the issue, to balance it. But the police are going nowhere. We're going to have police officers in every part of the United States. I don't care if you're a liberal hippie and you're autonomous zone, the police are going to come. And if you're breaking the law in our federalist society, in the land of the United States, you will have to comply with what they're telling you to do. That's just the bottom line. Now, do I want to be a part of this violent revolution? That is, no, I don't. I don't want those people in charge. You know, I don't want these people in charge because they're going about it the wrong way. Okay, these people need to start running for office. They need to start taking over the majority in our government and legislating all the things that they want. You know, and that's the problem, is that people don't want to do the hard thing of doing the process, becoming a politician, making videos, writing essays, becoming an influencer. You know, people don't want to do the hard part. They just want it all now. To break the systemic racism we have is going to take about 20 to 50 years. And this isn't going to be, it might be the start, because yeah, the conversation is on the table. But what we need to do is be in reality. If Black Lives Matter, when you talk about the violence from police, you have to talk about the violence from other black people killing other black people. And that's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. And if you fail to do that, this is a failure. So this is Olympus Mons with the Above Limits podcast. Like this video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and continue to watch my videos. See ya.